Look at this dude. Tell me if God doesn't have favoritism. This dude right here and this dude right here. Mwah, my two favorite genders. Hello, today I plan to do another tutorial. So buckle up and stay hydrated because you might get thirsty as I teach you how to draw art thirst traps. For now, we're focusing on the face because it doesn't matter if they're oh so muscular if they look like this. Okay, we're doing the man first. Start it off with a circle. Now around this area, draw a line of symmetry. Then at the side of the circle, you connect that to the bottom of the line to create a face. Like this. This angle of the face is what you call a 3/4 side, aka the sexiest angle of the face. There are other angles of the face like the front, upward, and the side, but the sexiest of them all is the 3/4 side while looking down slightly. You then proceed with drawing the line where the eye reside. At the intersection of the line of eye and the line of symmetry, here, the start of the nose. An easy way for drawing the nose is to just draw a letter L and then move the lower line slightly downwards. Nice. Now, the sluttiest thing an eye can do is to look angry and not angry at the same time. We can do this by drawing a parallelogram. Then you carve the eye from this shape. Also, make sure not to make their pupil big. I want them small. Big pupils mean they have emotion. Yeah, another trick to drawing thirsty men is to not make their eyes big. Like, if you make it big, they'll start to look like typical anime dudes. I want men to look like the dudes from Violet Evergarden. Like this dude right here and this dude right here. Mwah, my two favorite genders. Now, the eyebrows are tricky. Like it tells the emotion of our drawing. Like what the heck, if they're just lines, why do they have so much impact? Anyway, let's make things clear. We don't want emotions. The only emotions we cater here is anger and being chill, emotionless. I mean, look at my boy Sam. Look at his works. Does she look happy? No emotions. None. Oh, look at Colleen. Does her characters look like they have hope for the future? So the rule about eyebrows is for it to either be chill or angry. So to achieve such eyebrows, you need to draw lines like this. This guides you to the start and end of the eyebrows. Like, just look, it's kind of hard to explain. See that? See this? That's it. Okay, now I see a lot of people not knowing how to draw ears. Like, dude, it's the easiest thing ever. Have you heard of the saying, two ears connected make a heart, or some crap I don't remember? So just draw a heart and then remove the other and then paste it here. Now for the details inside. To be honest, I just copied how other artists do it. Sue me. Just draw like the outline like this and then put a flipped letter C and then put an Among Us shape over here. Voila! Your dilemma is solved. You're welcome. Then make his neck thick as heck. Now for the hair. I first drew the hairline. Take note of the zigzag here, like one of those Harry Potter's Thunderbolt scar. Most people forget it, so don't. It's just a letter Z, as you can see. Now the actual hair. I know, hair. But thou shan't fret. I have found it a cheat. One thing I love doing is imitating those of nature's beauty, aka going to Pinterest for biologically aesthetic Homo sapiens. I mean, look at this dude. Tell me if God doesn't have favoritism. Chef's kiss. So I just copy pasted, then I tried to analyze his hair. Pro tip 101 is that one does not tirelessly draw each of its hair strands. That's a yucky behavior. Just divide the sections with shapes, like here are the front sections, the back section, and the hair at the back. Also, before adding the shape, put a headbutt here so that you know where those shapes grow from. I changed his hairstyle a bit because he doesn't look like he could give me zaddy fishes. This is sexy. Lastly, for the neck, add a letter V for more additional muscles. I think those are called tendons. I don't know. Oh, never mind. Now, if anyone is bothered of how long a shoulder should be, here's a cool trick. One shoulder should be the size of one head, like Lee. So from one end to the other end of the shoulder, 3 heads should fit. Now, let's draw the women. Not gonna lie, I felt lazy drawing another sketch, so I just liquefied this bad boy. The first thing thing I changed is the nose and the size of the face. Basically, I just made them smaller and then proceeded with the eyes and the nose. Not gonna lie, it looks like her eyeballs got stung by a bee. Gotta trust the process, I guess. I also made her neck thinner because she looks like she can throw me. I mean, not that I got mommy issues. But we're going with the Sam Does Art kind of thin neck, you got me? Like, look at that. So thin, looks like a bamboo. And then I gave her cat eyes. Kind of like a parallelogram, but make the other side bigger so the eyes are poppin'. I also made her lips plumpy, cause that's what you thirsty homo sapiens love. Now the hair. Here we go again. Just type in anime hairstyle girls and voila, choose your fighter. I chose this because short hairs personally are easier to draw. Oh, and don't forget the headbutt, okay? Again, I tried to make sense of the hair by using shapes, and please don't do it per strands for my own mental health, thank you. Now the shoulders for the woman. One shoulder fits one half of the head. Like one shoulder is equals half a head. Look, him. Nice. Now rendering. I first put a color block, added some strands for the hair. I then added a folder and then clipped it to the color block. And then I divided the Smexy Zaddy and the Hottie Mommy into 3 parts. Hair, skin, and clothes. I know, it looks a lot like a girlfriend. Well then add shadows, sweetie. Add a multiply layer to add shadows and use an overlay layer for the lightings. Make sure to do all this inside that clipped folder so that it doesn't get messy. Now let's render the skin. I eyedropped the darkest part of the skin and used that to draw hard shadows like the ears and near the eyes. Take note that I am drawing below the multiply layer and the overlay layer so the colors are adjusted when I paint. Also add some dark colors on the lip for more definition. The eyes have to be dark since it's like an easier color to fit in the color palette. Okay, any emotions is not sexy, specifically in thirst art traps, so no emotions, none of that beta crap. After that, I just painted over the sketch layer and added more darker color or outline for contrast and again, definition. Now we're breaking stereotypes here, okay? Before, after. Skin is kind of messy, so I unified it using another multiply layer while using the airbrush. Simply added twinkling little stars to make it poppin'. Tatakai. You know what I mean? Also, I used this brush to add those sharp strokes. Now, let's draw the woman. I just did to her what I did with the dude. Sus. Now, these triangles are where the light bounces off because it's coming from the top. Sus. I made them triangle because of the cheekbone. It's hard to explain, but anyway, that's how it is. Now we're adding the juicy lips. Thank you, Kulin-san, for this thirsty tip. I just put some foundation in her face to reduce the ugliness. Some saliva on her lip to make it pop. Now, the eyes. I added this brownish reddish makeup like she just cried because her dog died. I don't know, it's sexy. Once I discovered this, I am never going back. Again, I added some white saliva on her eyes because that's the light that bounces to the eyes. Okay, now, to unify them colors, I just added a multiply layer and airbrushed it. It is that simple. You might have noticed that the color looks too saturated. Cringe. What I'm about to do here is to use the tone curve and experiment like a real chemist here. Now that looks hella better. Sheesh. Just gonna do the clothes real quick. Now the hair. Anyway, just airbrush the lower part with a darker color that has a bit of saturation. Then I added a bit of lighter color to add contrast, but make sure to not go all the way near white because it will look very out of place. Just move the color wheel a bit towards gray and desaturate it a bit. After setting the colors down, I added this hair strands to make it seem like an actual hair. Again, don't draw the individual strands. For the hair of the woman, I did it per shape, like add a darker color per shape. About the airbrush, I have its hardness maxed out to 100. I then eyedropped the lightest part of the hair and then like extended that towards like the outline of the shape. Now it has a flow. Just added more detail and some additional strands and baby, we are done. Now these are hot. I'd marry both of them if I could. I'll make a part 2 of this in which I will draw another thirsty art trap. Abs edition. Know you like that, thirsty artists? Now please subscribe and like if you find this video helpful. I'm trying to grow my channel as you can see. 16 subscribers. Oh my god. Okay, that's all and I'll see you on the next one. Stay hydrated, thirsty artists.